Okay, it's Christina Merkley here, and I have Janice. Welcome.
Hi.
And we're diving into another one of our individual sessions. We have had a bit of a preamble, and you're really, what you said was so beautiful. It's a shame we didn't have it on the recording, but just the muscles that are being developed in your own developmental curve, and it hasn't been perfect, right, to come online and prepare you for all of us, but we're working with you here right now with what's going on in the world and having different skills and abilities to be able to hold that and be with that and continue to carry on despite some of the uncertainties. Yeah. Magnetism maps is what you resonated with, and it was really great to hear that you've done the global magnetism map. That's a real special one for me, so I love it when I hear people have done global magnetism maps. Yay! What are your thoughts? I think the visioning may be where we go. The magnetism maps, we might do several of the levels, but let's poke around it a little bit and just kind of find out, just if you were to just talk about what seems most up for you at this moment in time.
What I feel like I need to have a better grasp on some, let's call them transcendent skills for transcendental skills for myself. I worked with the Alpha Mind Workshop kind of aspect a lot over the last year, and I found it really helpful. It seems to not have the same impact as it did in that first year for me, going in there. So whether it needs to be revamped or revitalized, or I am looking for something kind of beyond that, because that's now my normal state of...
It's more with that, it's more what you bring into it. And so that's where you can bring your inquiries. So if you were to have an inquiry, what would your inquiry be right now? And I can hold space for you, and we can go in and see what's happening with Alpha Mind. How to work with these transcendent skills more?
Yeah. I think, again, I'm, like everyone, very overwhelmed with the external circumstances right now, and I feel like the best place for me to start is within myself. So yeah, just to see, what's the direction I can develop to really bring some high vibrational vision to my own life and the world.
Okay, I actually just got to go somewhere else with you. So we can always have Alpha Mind in our back pocket. But some of the sessions I've been doing, you've probably seen, is more of inquiry, of welcoming and meeting where you are. And so I'll just say this a little bit. And the ding, ding, ding for me was this whole transcendental, or, getting above and a high vibe thing. And the overwhelm, right? So this am here, want to be here. And a lot of my work really does do that. That's why it's called Shift at Work, right? It does shift. But one has to be careful not to bypass, right? Not to like, ooh, want to be here, right? Especially in the midst of what's kind of going on in the world. So I want to do inquiry to see what happens with you, but maybe it will give you another tool of actually using what's going on in the now, even the overwhelm, as the entry place that ultimately, if you do stick with it, will get you to a better feeling place, right? The higher vibes that you're wanting to get to through the portal of the whatever's showing up now, whatever it is that you're wanting to get away from, so to speak, right? So the overwhelm in this case. would you be up for trying that to see what happens?
Yeah, I'm always up for trying anything. I just want to clarify, um, it's not that it's not that I want to get away from what's going on now or not deal with the feelings that are there.
Mm-hmm.
I would say in parallel to that, because that is going on, that is something I'm dealing with. In parallel to that, I want to do the building up.
You know the power of focus, so you know the power of what you focus on is so powerful, and is where our creation abilities lies. Okay, just feeling into it because I feel both.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it might go there on its own with inquiry. Are you particularly, well, I'm sure any of us right now, if we poked into it, we can find fear or anxiety or any of those so-called lower emotions.
Definitely anxiety, yeah.
Okay.
Kind of a low hum of anxiety that kind of rides through the day.
Okay, that's a yes. So
that's a yes.
Yep, that's a yes. That's all I need. I'm going to switch over and just bring up the screen. Now, this one doesn't have a template. It just works off of paper here, freeform paper. If this shifts on us, you know I got to whack a tool so I can just bring them up if need be, and we'll switch if need be, but we're going to start here.
Okay.
So both of us, let's just get settled into our being here, and however it works for you. If you can keep your eyes open or you can keep them closed. Sometimes it's easier for people closed. You can also focus on a spot in the desk or the floor or the ceiling or whatever, however you want to do it. Just focus in on yourself and get present, get into the now. Kind of let go of whatever happened this morning for getting here, and even as much as possible letting go of the dialogue we just had, and just getting centered into your being, into your body as you're sitting here. And anything that you're aware of in the now. This whole process, if you will, is about meeting what is. So we're just going to see what is for you, you know, what's there right now. We're poking around to see, given the current circumstances in the world, how that trickles down into your individual life, what's present for you. So as you're poking in there, just let me know what you encounter, and that'll be our starting place, and we'll find our way from there.
Again, I guess I would just say I feel there's a real baseline of anxiety throughout that just stays there and doesn't go away.
Okay, so we're going to go there. We're going to start with anxiety. So just take a couple deep breaths. And as you encounter anxiety, however it shows up, you might see something, you might feel, know, taste, smell, right? Any of the senses. It may be located inside your body somewhere or in your sphere. It might be located outside. Wherever it is, you just want to find it and basically bow to it. Say, anxiety, you are welcome here. Hello, anxiety.
Hello, anxiety, you are welcome here.
Yeah. And just breathe into it and then just see what happens. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Anxiety underneath it is it's the spidey system, right? It's the alert. So it's like being on alert. So in a way, it's like bowing to it and saying, thank you for being on alert. Like, you're an ancient part that keeps human beings safe.
The fight or flight kind of thing.
Yep.
So there's there's the physical anxiety that's there. Then there's the mental anxiety that goes with acknowledging the physical anxiety.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. So I think what just happened there, you went physical and then you went mental. Mental is usually the mind.
Yeah.
Did the mind have a thought or had a take on this? What did the mind just say?
Well, the mind is saying, like, you know, all the like science behind it. The stress in your body causes all kinds of hormones to elevate and things to, you know, go wrong. And you know all that.
Okay,
you know all the bad stuff, right?
Okay, so mind's popped in here, and same thing. We want to bow to the mind. Hello, mind. Thank you for just showing up, and thank you for weighing in. Like, right? You got this kind of like scientific geek mind. I love it. So it's like, hey, I can quote you all the science behind this. So, hey, just meet it. And say, thank you, mind.
Thank you, mind.
Thank you. There you are, right on it,
well,
with your whole mental scientific take on it. Thank you very much.
Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, exactly. Now just see what happens as you do that. The mind may keep going, or something else may happen.
Again, that's where I'm rolling to knowing all that and wanting to be able to really counterbalance it using my subconscious and because I think counterbalancing it consciously isn't really working. I know all the things you're supposed to do to alleviate stress and anxiety, and I do lots of them. This is really permeating, so I feel like there has to be, I need another additional approach.
Okay, very good. So mind's given another layer here. So I'm just getting that down. So need something else, additional approach. And this is really something, because mind, if I'm understanding it right, mind's admitting defeat a little bit. And minds don't do that very often. So this is cool. So we want to acknowledge that, like, thank you, mind. Thank you for saying, you know, I know all this and I want to counterbalance. And I need something. I'm trying, like, mine, maybe it's even, I'm getting like the image of like steam, right? Like the overworked machine, right? That's kind of like, oh, I'm starting to overheat here. I need something else. I need an additional approach. So thank you, mind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, yes, yes to an additional approach. And just see what happens as you meet it with that.
Thanks for being on board, mind. You have to give up control, you know.
Well, you're talking to it now. So and you have a hypothesis about control. So in a way, that's mind sneaking in again, saying I need to let go of control. And so let's bow to that. Thank you, mind. You've analyzed this and you think there's a control problem. Okay, excellent. We bow to that. Yes, yes, yes. Probably a valid, very valid input. Thank you for that. Then see what happens.
My head just feels light, and
Nice.
yeah. I have an image in my Alpha Mind workshop that comes up often, and it's one in which I'm sitting in the physical space of the workshop, but there's no ceiling, and it's open, and there's clouds, and it's sky. So that's what I'm kind of getting right now.
There's actually a concept called sky mind, which is the bigger mind. So I wonder if you might be encountering a little sky mind there, where it lets go of the typical and you encounter the larger aspect of mind, right? Instead of the beta mind that we usually operate in. Beta is our frequency state of visual consciousness. So you've just worked through some layers here, and now this kind of lighter feeling, this lighter sensation, this kind of sky feel has emerged. So bow to that. Different kind of mind than the usual mind if you just work through that. Yay.
Very grounding, very open, really light.
Beautiful. Good. Soak that up.
Might just like to stay here all day.
Yep. That may be just what you need to do. So bow to that. Boy, just in a few minutes here, as you courageously step by step did the layers, there's what you're looking for. Very open, grounded, light mind. And just bow to that desire to stay here forever. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, please.
So I want to do some work here. I don't want to just sit, I think.
Okay. So something popped up there.
Yeah.
My guess is that the mind?
Yeah.
The other aspect of mind, right? The first one. Yeah. Okay, so it's getting a little uncomfortable when you start to encounter this. So it's like, hey, wait a second.
So you can't sit here all day. You have to do something.
Okay, good. So thanks for sharing. And to this have to do something. Is that true?
No, not really.
Yeah. So as you encounter it, you realize, you know what? That's actually really not true. Just be with what unfolds from there. These different aspects of mind. In one way, we can label them lower mind, higher mind, or ground mind versus sky mind.
I like those terms.
Yeah.
So I guess I think the part where I often get stuck is just trusting that you don't have to do anything. You just have to be with something and absorb it.
I think that's ground mind, right? So ground mind. It's again. We gotta love it because it's doing its best from its perspective, and it has got you through so much. You would not be where you are in life if you didn't have that mind. And so it's watching everything, and it's giving its take on it. And it's saying, oh yeah, this is where I get stuck. I've come to this place many, many times. This is where I get stuck, right? So you just, thank you. Thank you for your recognition.
It's hard to believe you can get so much by doing so little.
Excellent. So you were able to be in sky mind, and as you're being there, the ground mind is analyzing that and saying, wow, it's hard to believe that this works. Hard to believe that you can do, right? Because it's really focused on do. So hard to believe I can do so little. And what was it?
And just and get something out of it, or get so much. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's what you said. Get so much out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you, mind. Thank you, ground mind. You're recognizing that. Now, is it hard to believe? Like, hey, it's hard to believe, or it's like, wow.
It's like a little bit of it's just inquiry. It's question. It's like I'm curious about this.
Okay, good. So it's not outright huge skepticism. It's like,
no.
Whoa, I just encountered something,
Mm-hmm.
and what do you know? There might be something to this. So, but it's also like, wait, this means that this isn't about doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I can do so little and actually get a lot out of it. Wow, what do you know? So bow to that, like bow to mind, being that kind of mind, being open enough to hang in there to start to feel something here, or know something, since it's mental. So good for you. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, mind, for exploring and seeing what's here and starting to recognize that there's something there.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool that it's open. And then just see what happens. Now what unfolds?
I want to work the sky mind.
Now, okay, that's where it's gone. Now it's like, now I can really go to town on this thing. So it's desire to turn everything right into a doing, right? Now I can really work this, quote unquote. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can see his little hands, right? So just, we see its recognition, right? And we see its desire, and what comes up is minds have heart. So this part of you, this part of mind, this ground mind that loves to find things that it can work, it's in service of you. It's trying to help. It loves you. So now that it finds something else, that's its kind of MO, right? It's like, oh, let's put this in the toolkit. Let's work this. So bowing to its love of you, right? Bowing to, it's kind of a one-trick pony, but bowing to it because it has learned a trick that it's trying to help you with, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Underneath that is love. Mm-hmm. Underneath that is like devotion and service to you. So we want to bow to that part.
Yep.
Right? Like it's huge love, and it's huge, and also it's ingenuity, right? When it finds things and wants to go to town on them. So cool. So thank you, mind, that ground mind, that doing mind, for so scanning and looking for things and wanting to use them for the benefit of Janice. And then just see what happens.
I feel like I have to give the ground mind another job so it can be distracted and stay over here and not try to
Right.
work this.
Right. Right. Now, is that the ground mind going, hey, I need another job? Or might that be coming from Sky Mind?
Well, I feel like, yeah, I don't know, actually. Might be the ground mind tricking me.
I think so. Because that kind of analyzing, that's its MO. So it's brilliant, right? So it just did a little workaround there. Yeah. And now it's like, hey, how about a new role? Don't take away my doing. So bow to that with compassion, right? Of there it is, looking for, again, it's so like, I want a role. I need a role. And the deep compassion for its wanting to do. It only knows doing, so it gets really uncomfortable when you start to get into this opposite of doing place, right? Sky Mind's not doing, so it's like, whoa, wait a second here. Okay, if that role's not going to work, give me another one. So again, bowing to the service, bowing to it not knowing how to do anything different.
So I think I can use some visualization to kind of, I wouldn't say lock the door, but you know, the part that you go in, that then you sit and you have the Sky Mind that is just for me, not for the ground mind to come in and it's on vacation kind of thing. So it's not doing anything, but I've separated it like with a visual in my mind.
I get it. So we'll bow to that. I think that might be the doing mind too. But we got a whiff of a vacation. That's interesting. So let's bow to this idea about vacation. See how that responds, or anything responds to this idea about vacation. You've been working so hard, ground mind. How about a vacation? Don't have to do a new role. Don't have to do a visualization and a separation. You can just go on vacation. It's allowed. You're allowed to take a vacation. By the way, ground mind, you are needed. You are welcome here. Janice needs you. She just doesn't need you 24/7. So occasionally you can go on a vacation. But you're going to come back refreshed, alert, raring to go. So there's no getting, she's not getting rid of you here.
I like that framing.
Yeah, it's true, because you need that aspect of you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been working extremely hard for you. It's excellent. So it deserves a vacation. And this is a way, when you encounter this, it realizes, oh, this is just my break time. Doesn't mean I'm going to get annihilated. Doesn't mean I'm not loved or wanted. just means it's my break time. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
I get to come back and do even stronger later.
Yeah, I love that.
Okay, excellent. Just got goosebumps. So bowing to that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now here's an opportunity to go on vacation. Now see what happens.
I can feel some real physical softening. My shoulders have dropped and my breathing is slower.
Beautiful. So welcome that. Welcome physical softening. Welcome breathing. Yes, yes, yes. Just this sky mind just expanding now. Now with the ground mind on a vacation, it can unfold. So just allow the unfolding, the physical softening, the breathing. The sky mind can expand.
I feel like when you are finished with a really great massage,
Mm.
you just kind of zoned out.
Mm-hmm. So welcome that. Oh, thank you. The only thing I can relate this to is the zone out feeling from the massage. So welcome. You are welcome here, zoned out feeling. Just allowing it to expand. Sky mind just expanding, uncontracting itself.
I feel like this is the creative kind of inspiration portal that I've been looking for.
Beautiful. Bowing to the creative inspiration portal. Whew. As Sky Mind unfolds here, wow, it's showing you the portal. What can happen when ground mind goes on vacation? Sky mind can open up, leads to the inspiration portal. Beautiful.
Yeah, this is where I need to spend time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go right ahead, spend some time here. Yay. Yes, yes, yes.
And I guess the trick for me is just to recognize that the spending time is the task
Yeah.
and not trying to
Oh, ground mind.
grab something out of it.
Ground mind, even on vacation, and you're on the hammock. I can see you swinging there, but you're still like, hey. Yes, ground mind, it's okay.
Here's another margarita.
Yes, yes. This is. You're right. It's a form of doing. Good. Here's another marg. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, let's give it its margarita. It's a little hammock between the trees. Good.
I'm getting like a tingling that is different than the buzz of anxiety. It's like a really
Oh, good. Great. Go with that.
gentle kind of tingling, like just a good one, a good vibe, and not the anxiety hum.
Go with that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's the next expansion.
And I kind of feel there's all these adjectives up there in the sky mind that are so positive, like harmony and hope. And it's really lovely to just kind of sit under those.
Okay, beautiful. So get right on in there and sit in them, sit under them. Be there with harmony and hope. In this place, there's harmony and hope. Beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are welcome here, harmony. You are welcome here, hope.
It's bringing up some, emotion.
Good. Go with the emotion.
Around gratitude and joy.
Beautiful. Beautiful. You are welcome, gratitude. You are welcome, joy. Whew.
And seems like those can just be another layer up top. It doesn't have to be kind of overwhelming.
Great, great. So there's a part, maybe it was the ground mind there going, ooh, emotion, that's a little intense. And then there's reassurance coming here that it's okay, it's safe to be in here. So getting in there, knowing it's safe, being reassured. It's okay to have the emotion, gratitude and joy. The emotions that brings up, the sensations that it brings up, you are welcome here. I don't have to bop out. It's okay, I can be in this.
I feel like my neck is starting to strain, and thinking I can't be here for too long.
So let's just reassure the neck, and that's straining. We bow to its wisdom.
It's like you take a little sip from a cup and put it down for a while.
Beautiful. This isn't about quantity here, about quality. So just reassuring everybody, no, it's just like a little sip from a cup. We don't have to spend our whole lives here, don't worry. But this gives us kind of the substance, the mana to go back out there and do and get that sip from the cup that helps replenish.
Yeah, the replenishing piece is really important.
Okay. Bowing to that. Got it. Thank you. Replenishment.
Especially in this time. So things aren't going away. Things aren't wrapping themselves up nicely in a bow of situations that have been resolved.
Yep.
So the fact that it's a long-term game here is really, the replenishing piece is really important to me. So
excellent. Thank you.
yeah.
Thanking that wisdom, thanking that, yes, this is not a miracle cure here. It's not a one-time thing, but you're being shown where you can go to replenish yourself as you play the long-term game here. Excellent. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And just see what unfolds from here.
I'm just going to leave the sky mind open and depart the workshop, not close it up.
Ah, okay, very good. So it made a connection for you too about alpha mind. And if you're not closing it up, what's the flip of that? What are you doing? What's the guidance that's emerging?
Keep it open.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yep, there's ways to go out and about in your day and knowing that alpha mind's open while you're doing it. So it's not such an either or split. Bowing to that, you got some wisdom about alpha mind because you were like, I seem to have plateaued, and that happens with alpha mind. So now it's showing you, okay, here's your next step with alpha mind. Excellent. So wise, so brilliant. Okay, just see if there's anything else. Knowing that you can come back. This is just a sip, so this has been a remarkable sip, and it's given you the link to alpha mind. And just see what happens. Maybe it takes you to alpha mind, and then we do the closeout through alpha mind. I'm not sure. You tell me. That's what just flashed for me.
I'm actually doing that in my mind.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so taking a moment to get in there in alpha mind, having just come from through the journey of ground mind and sky mind, and it's led you, transitioned you over, and maybe this is giving you, this is your path, this is how you get in and out, right? So bowing to alpha mind, taking a look-see, a feel-see around your workshop. Anything you notice in there?
Well, the sky mind sits as the ceiling now.
Wow, cool.
Or the lack of ceiling.
Yeah. So that open. Excellent. Bowing to that, thanking Sky Mind, thanking Ground Mind, thanking Alpha Mind Workshop. When you're ready, making your way to the door, knowing it's open and here for you at any time, and it's continuing to sit. Sky Mind just sits there, open, in its creative, inspirational portal, that warm hum going on, always there in Alpha Mind Workshop, even when you exit it and go about your regular life. So bowing to it and its integration there now into your Alpha Mind. When you're ready, through the door, closes behind you, down the 21 steps, however you have it set up, taking a moment to step into your nature place. See if there's anything for you in the nature place. You just came back from a remarkable journey there connected to a workshop. So see if there's anything in nature place before I help you continue along.
Just feels really vibrantly colored, like you did some photoshopping on the setting. Like, yeah.
Went up a notch, huh?
Mm-hmm.
In vibrancy.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So bow to that. Thank you, Alpha Mind. Look at all that gorgeous vibrancy. Yay, yay, yay. Yes, yes, yes. Whew. When you're ready, seeing that physical body off in the distance, so little you walks on up there, flies on up there, however it wants to do it, stands at the top of the head, and when it's ready, it's going to jump into the Sushumna, jump into the spinal cord. Going to go down the elevator, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fully embodying into the physical body. That's here in 2020. You've returned to 2020. When you're ready, wiggling around, getting back into your limbs, aware of the seat, aware of the floor, aware of your circumstances there, opening the eyes. And you'll see there's a whole whack of notes here, which I'll continue to play with and eventually send to you from the remarkable journey you just took. Wow. It always knows, eh? I'm like, how do we do this? Alpha Mind or this thing? I'm feeling both. So it did it. You're brilliant.
It did it. You really did.
Yeah. Yeah. Sky Mind, that larger intelligence. Wow. Janice, fantastic. And where do you go to sip the cup? Go right into Alpha Mind and there's Sky Mind, right? Mm-hmm. It's set up. Yeah. As your open ceiling. How cool is that? Wow.
So when I set up my original workshop, there was teacups, and that was really all that the food and nourishment that was available there. It was to come and have a cup of tea with myself and with others. So that's very interesting.
Yes. That. Wow. Yeah. Now you're having a cup of tea with Sky Mind. Wow. That's fabulous. Right on.
I won't use that phrase in public, I don't think.
That's just like Alpha Mind, right? That's your secret. That's your secret place. So yeah. Well, it depends what public. Maybe you should.
Well, that's true.
Public needs it. Yeah. But for now, that's you can be our little secret, right? In public. Yeah.
Oh, anyway, that's lovely. That's really, really fantastic. Just so, like, it really caught everything I was looking for.
Beautiful. Well, thank you. And what a wonderful, generous act to have that recorded so others can benefit from that, and just by witnessing tap into your Sky Mind, but who knows, probably parallel processing to their Sky Mind. Like what an act of service.
I hope so.
Thank you.
And thank you. Yeah.
Okay,
well, I'm so glad we did this. Interestingly, I had to cancel once or twice because things came up, and this was just the right day, obviously. So
exactly.
Such good work.
Yeah. Okay, till I see you. Take good care. Bye.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.